Candidates in the race for Greenville's next top cop faced off in another debate tonight. This comes after former Sheriff Will Lewis was removed from office for misconduct. The Republican primary for sheriff is approaching quickly. It's already next Tuesday.
Fox Carolina's Jarvis Robertson was at tonight's debate. He is live with a recap of what those candidates had to say.
Well, guys, it was certainly a packed house here at Happy Trails Cowboy Church. All the candidates, those 5 of the 6 candidates, were definitely ready to answer any of the questions that came their way. One common thing I did notice here tonight, most of the candidates definitely agree that there needs to be more deputies out here for all of Greenville County. It's safe to say this race is intensifying. All 5 Republican candidates for Greenville County Sheriff squared off at the Happy Trails Cowboy Church Thursday evening. Specific questions were asked to each candidate by the Southern Greenville County Watch Group. First up is Darius Hall. He was asked his thoughts on deputies having to meet a certain number of specific tasks in a certain amount of time.
I'd rather us put out quality work than quantity. I think people only want us to do the best that you can. Be honest with them, give them accurate information, explaining why your case is taking longer.
For Sean Zukowski, if he thought the command staff of the office was disproportionate.
I do think there are inefficiencies. I think we could streamline in a few cases or a few areas, but I don't think there's egregious top-heavy waste based on where this agency should be.
Transparency was also touched on. Candidate Hobart Lewis feels the people should see and hear him versus having a talking figure.
So you could ask those questions. When there is a major event, you would hear it directly from me. There would be no in-between. There would be no stories to clarify. And I think it's important for us to get information out early to the public.
For some, there may not also be an emergency. Robert Watley feels the department needs to improve its ways of getting help for all the county residents.
We also need to work on retaining dispatchers. That's as equally a deficient problem as our deputies. If we don't have dispatchers answering those 271, 5210 non-emergency numbers, then we have a problem there as well.
A question about squeezing the department's budget was asked. A.T. Smith suggested having someone in place that works solely on the office budget.
The Sheriff's Office needs is a CFO, a Chief Financial Officer that can put together a legitimate strategic plan.
Now, those 5 Republican candidates will square off in the election, for the primary election, which is scheduled for January 7th. Winner of that election will face Paul Guy on the Democratic side in a special election. Reporting live in Greenville County, I'm Jarvis Robertson, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.
Jarvis, thanks.